All right, guys, let's have a discussion about ethics. I'm not talking about all hunting ethics. I'm just going to talk about a couple of things having to do with duck hunting. Me, I hunt public property here in New Mexico. It's public land. Anybody can hunt it, which is great. That's what we're all out there to do. It's a wonderful thing that we have this opportunity and we have this land to be able to hunt. But we also have to be respectful of the land. You can't just go out there and tear it up you can't just go out and destroy the place that you enjoy going and hunting. We need to be more respectful of the land that we hunt, make sure that we pick up our shells at the end of the hunt, don't leave trash, and don't destroy the area that you are hunting. It's simple. Be respectful to the land. This is what we love to do, this is where we love to go. Why are you going to destroy it either by tearing it up with your truck, your boat, your four-wheeler, or just cutting a bunch of stuff down because you forgot to have shelter or you didn't scout the area and make sure that you had a blind? Don't destroy the areas that we love to hunt. It's very simple. Another thing is setting up too close. I have had this happen to me more than once, and it is so aggravating, and it will ruin a day. Completely ruin the day. If somebody shows up and they want to set up too close to me, I've got my headlight on. I'm showing them that I'm there. I've talked to them. I've hollered over at them, but they still want to set up less than 100 yards away from me. That's not cool. Don't set up too close to people. One, it's dangerous, and two, it's very disrespectful. I had one guy on a hunt set up within 80 yards of me, 60 yards of me, and whenever I hollered over at him before he even got set up that my group was nearby, we were already there, we were set up, we were ready to go. He showed up 2 minutes before shooting light with his decoys and started throwing decoys out as I'm hollering at him, and he yells back at me that it's public land, he can hunt wherever he wants. No, that's BS. That's not how this game is played, and it's not how it should be played. If you're gonna show up late, you pay the consequence, find a different hole. Just because I set up in a hole that you thought you wanted, doesn't mean that you automatically get to get it because you decided to sleep in and not show up on time. If you want that hole, get there early. Get early, show up early and stay late. Don't just show up 5 minutes before shooting light. Come in and set up before shooting light like the rest of us do. I'm always there early. I got my stuff set up and I've got a light on so that way people know that I am nearby. If you really want to hunt that hole, talk with somebody. Talk with those guys. Hey, can I set up with you guys? Would you guys mind an extra person in your party? I know it's a little weird talking to somebody about hunting with them if you don't know them, but all around, it's going to make a better experience for everybody involved. That's just the bottom line. If you're going to show up, if you're going to set up close to somebody because the whole marsh is filled, you need to be at least 200 yards away from people. Otherwise, you're just going to spend the whole time getting peppered. You know, it doesn't matter if you're trying to if you're trying to make sure you're not swinging near or over them and they're trying not to swing over you. 200 yards is a minimum number in my opinion. I want to set up as far away from people as I can. So that's just my thought. I'm going to get a little emotional on these subjects. Bad calling or calling too much. Both of them to me go hand in hand. Don't do it. If the first time that you touched your duck call in the last year is the day that you showed up to the marsh, no, you sound like a duck just doing something wrong, all right? It ain't good, you don't sound good. Or if you just decided that you wanted to learn how to hunt, you went down to Cabela's, down to Walmart, down to wherever, you bought your first duck call, and then the only time you've touched it is whenever you showed up to the marsh, and you start wailing on that thing. Oh, you sound terrible. Absolutely damn terrible. You sound like Donald Duck giving a BJ. I'm sorry, I said it. It's just the way it is. If you sound terrible, or your buddies say that you sound terrible, but you think that you sound like the world's greatest duck hunter, You don't listen to your buddies, listen to your friends, listen to people around you. If they say that you don't sound good at all, you don't sound good. I'm telling you, quit. Set the call down, wait till you get in the truck, and then practice. Listen to videos, YouTube. This right here, I'll put out a video here soon about duck calling. I'm not going to claim to be the world's greatest caller either. I'm not. I know I'm not. But I call well enough that I bring the ducks in. And I've listened to people and watched people try to work a set of ducks, and as soon as Jimmy with his new duck call starts calling, they flare off. There's a reason why those ducks are flaring off. If you call and the ducks aren't responding, that you're doing something wrong. I'm telling you, you're doing something wrong. It's not that they've been called that too much. It's you. You've done something wrong. You need to learn how to read those ducks, and you need to learn how to call. Calling too much. If somebody is working a set of ducks over their spread and you start wailing on your call because you're getting frustrated that you're not getting the birds that you want, there's something wrong with your setup. It doesn't matter if you decide that you want to call at those ducks. They want over there for a reason. Figure out what that reason is and try to emulate it. But if you just want to be an a-hole and call just to call or call just to flare them, it's not cool. Those guys set up, they did something right, and you're messing up their hunt because you want to be an a-hole. It's not cool. Don't do it. Quit it. Stop. Don't call too much. And if you just get on the call and just on it all day long, you're calling too much. And you're just making everybody else around you aggravated, or they're laughing at you. You know, you're going to be a laughing stock of the marsh that day. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen. Let's talk a little bit about sky busting. This is one of the things that aggravates me the absolute most, is people sky busting. You're not out there hunting with a 270. You're not going to hunt a duck with a rifle. So quit trying to shoot them at rifle ranges. If they're not within 40, maybe 50 yards, that's stretching it. That's way stretching it. Most of my shots are within 20 to 35 yards. I can get them into my decoys. You know, you got to figure out how to work them into your decoys. That's the key. Don't sky bust at them. If that bird is up 80, 100 yards, you might get lucky. But more likely, you're either going to miss or you're going to wound that bird. And if you wound that bird, I mean, that defeats the purpose of why we're out there. We're not out there just to kill. We're out there to hunt for food. You know, I've seen way too many people waste meat and wound a bird that glides down 200, 300, 400 yards away, and then they don't even go after that bird. One, you're probably not going to find it, but two, you just ignore it. You want to get me aggravated? Waste animals. Just kill an animal to kill an animal. Don't try to go get it. No, that aggravates me more than anything in the world. I will spend an hour or two looking for a bird that I shot that swam away or dived down, or I will put every effort I can into finding that bird. And I'm not saying everybody should do exactly what I do, but you should at least put forth some effort to find that bird, to find that animal. Just leaving it out there to be wounded and die slowly. You know, there are anti-hunting groups out there that are actively trying to take away this sport of ours, actively trying to take away the sport that we love to do. And you're just giving them more reasons to come after us. If you're one of those people that want to, or that if you're one of those people that wound an animal and don't even go after it, though, that's what people are looking at. You know, we are representatives of what we do. You know, there are always going to be eyes on us. Just look around this last year. How many new laws are there now about guns that they're trying to pass? And you say that they're not going to try to come after our shotguns or our hunting? You're crazy. They're actively trying to do it. They're just doing it slowly, so that way we don't realize what they are trying to do. But the fact is people are trying to take away what we love, and what we want to do. I know I've gone off on a complete rant on this one. I get it, I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. These are things that these are things that I get passionate about. Yeah, I've got a lot of love, which means that I got a lot of passion, and I got a lot of love for this sport. And I want more people to hunt. I don't want less people to hunt. I want more people to hunt, but I want more people to hunt correctly. So if you're new to duck hunting, find a mentor. That's the biggest thing that I can say, is find a mentor. Find somebody who will teach you how to do it right, how to go about this the right way, how to call. YouTube's a beautiful thing. Learn some things off of it. There are so many how-to videos. This is a community thing. So go out and let's have some fun, but let's be respectful of others around us. Let's be respectful of the animals that we hunt, and let's be respectful of the land that we hunt. It's a respect thing, guys. Let's be respectful. Thanks.